for able response to health emergency and help reduce maternal and child mortality in the country. The Director General for the National Civil Registration Authority (NCRA), Mohammed Masakwe, say the National Identity Card and Birth Certificate wey NCRA dey give to over 200 returning migrants dem will make them benefit from the development program dem wey government dey implement. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go talk to government and civil society for access President Bill in over 7 years now government, wetin na the impact to the nation and wetin na the fate of citizens them na the country.
Well, this plus other story them there for inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Also, you get we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and Aleo Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy for bring the program come to you. From we partner radio station them, you dey listen we live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Dugu and Falaba District, on Radio Malen 88.5, Radio Wanje 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moa 105.5 na Kailaum, Vopade Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Kaine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Potoko District, Radio Kat Bami on 106.7 na Tonkolimba, and at FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Salon, you can be part of them by way I go send you message or comment to the number 077 981 or you go now Radio Democracy Facebook page and be part of the program on different issue them we'll get to look at inside this edition.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We go say the project manager for the Old Frobe College Restoration Project, Asato Smith, say as way for preserve the Old Frobe College building na Kleintown at the east of Freetown, make them raise over £6,000 for make the building to out them for day. Isata Smith talk this inside one meeting with development partner and workman them from the ministry department and agency them. We go pull the second phase of the Old Frobe College Restoration Project Nadu. For more on this, we join Al Aji Jallo.
Over long term now, we fire burn the Old Frobe College building, where then a Kleintown, eastern part of Freetown, inside 1999, inside the Rebel War. Inside this building, people will use it as site for sleep during the Rebel War. As the Old Frobe College, now the first Western style higher education, now sub-Sahara Africa. Inside plenty people in Africa, but they can't get them book learning from that time day to now. Frobe College don't produce plenty people na different profession them, like engineer, lawyer, politician, and other plenty one them. With all this, for restore the cultural heritage of the Old Frobe College building, make development partner them, like the American Embassy na Salon, Commonwealth Heritage Forum, Ministry of Tourism, and Freetown City Council come together for restore the Old Frobe College building. Where in the talk, the first time head of department for History and Africa Studies na Frobe College, Professor Joyde Ali, talk about the importance where Old Frobe College building get to Salon history.
Old Frobe College played a decisive role in nation building. Its graduates formed the backbone of the colonial and post-colonial independence civil service, the judiciary, the church, and the education system. In this way, Frobe College helped shape West Africa's early educated elite and contributed meaningfully to Africa's long struggle for self-definition and self-rule. In recognition of its immense historical and cultural value, the Old Frobe College building was declared a national monument in 1955. Old Frobe College is more than stone and mortar. It is a symbol of Africa's intellectual awakening, of Sierra Leone's historic contribution to education. Let us recommit ourselves to preserving this heritage and to renewing the ideals it represents, so that future generations may continue to draw inspiration from the Athens of West Africa.
As the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, na the body we get the mandate for protect, preserve and promote culture, historical and natural heritage sites them na the country. With this, make the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Nabila Tunis, talk about how the Old Frobe College building restoration project importance to the tourism sector.
This restoration project is not only about preserving architecture, it's also about restoring dignity, continuity, and purpose. By reimagining this space as a multi-purpose cultural facility, housing a performance theater, museum, and education center, this project does not only do something truly powerful, It further activates culture as an economic asset. It creates opportunity and it breathes new life into a part of Freetown that has for far too long been overlooked. Culture is a key driver of tourism, identity, and economic growth. We are doubling down on the promotion and protection of our shared heritage. As this year's slogan reminds us, for the year of culture and creativity, let we all with culture and creativity for better Salone.
Way in the talk, the project manager for the Old Forobe College Building Restoration Project, Aissatou Smith, talk about the reason we make this project be tapped inside 2024.
Following a strong start at the Old Forobe College project in 2022, anticipated funding was unexpectedly withdrawn in February 2024 due to U.S. policy changes. In response, the Commonwealth Heritage Forum took the unprecedented step of committing its largest ever single grant up to £300,000 sterling to ensure that capital works will continue. Remember, this is phase 2. This phase of work should be completed by May 2026 before the rains. The total value somewhere around £600,000, and then when you factor in the $250,000 that we received in the first phase from the Ambassadors Fund, in the second phase of funding, we're looking at somewhere around $700,000.
As the Freetown City Council get big role for play for make historical heritage sites them, they in good position. This make the mayor of Freetown, Yvonne Akisoya, talk about waiting council they do for restore historical cultural heritage sites them na Freetown.
When you talk about cultural heritage, it is not just, although it's a very important part of it, the infrastructure, the restoration of the buildings. It's also a connection with our history and a sense of pride and inspiration that brings. And for us in Freetown, seeing this 1827 building coming back to life, I believe will be an inspiration, and not just for the current Forobe College, which I'm sure will be connected with this at some stage, but really for all of us as Freetonians. There is a move around the city to preserve our cultural heritage, understanding the value of that to our nation, both now and in the future. We've secured funding to restore the clock tower at Eastern Police. So the towers are coming off, and the original beauty and the functioning clock will be there. The work will start early this year.
Yvonne Akisoya end up for call of Salone people for preserve cultural heritage sites them na the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Alaji Jallo, they report.
The program Good Morning Salone, they continue from that issue. They will continue to look at more issues inside the program Good Morning Salone. And now we're going to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, outside the Director General at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Alan Logan, say government look now inside the National Human Rights Report and go address some of the concern them within the report. They talk this inside one national validation workshop with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation together with the Office of the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, all for review, discuss, and look inside the Salone Human Rights Report, where government go present to the United Nations under the Universal Periodic Review process. For more on this, they will listen to reporter Fenella Thornton.
The government of Salone don hold 1-2 days national validation workshop for look inside government of Salone Human Rights Report, and this na the number 4 term now where the United Nations they can check Salone human rights situation. This 2 days workshop be put together government workman them, development partner them, civil society organization, and international partner them for look inside the National Human Rights Report before it go to the United Nations them. Where in the talk, as the Director General for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Alan Lunga, explain more.
That we are here today to validate our country's National Human Rights Report is a testament to the hard work of the men and women of the ministries, departments, and agencies that make up the National Reporting Mechanism, NRM, for treaty reports. For those who may not be aware, the National Reporting Mechanism, NRM Secretariat, which is housed at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, is responsible for preparing and submitting Sierra Leone's periodic reports to human rights treaty bodies and ensure the sustainability of the reporting process. In this current period, we are happy to inform that the Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice leads the process while the Ministry of Foreign Affairs chairs the work of the NRM.
Alenunga continue for talk about the importance of this workshop.
We are grateful to our development partners, namely the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Freetown and the Global Center for Health, Diplomacy and Inclusion in Geneva, for providing funds to enable us to draft the report and now holding this validation. The UNDP and the Office of the High Commission for Human Rights have also supported our UPRO work. I'm confident that with your expertise and dedication, we will conclude with a robust, validated national report that paves the way for a successful fourth cycle UPR in 2026.
In the talk as the Deputy Ambassador for the People's Republic of China to Salon, His Excellency Zhong Daibing promised say the Chinese government will continue for support Salon na area of human rights development, capacity building and international cooperation.
In the future, China will work together with Sierra Leone and other countries to continuously practice true multilateralism and work for fairer and more equitable, reasonable, and inclusive global governance on human rights. China stands ready to continue sharing its experience and offering strong support for Sierra Leone. And we sincerely wish Sierra Leone.
Inside a statement, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Alpha Sisay, we get this for say.
There are specific benefits to this approach that we have chosen. We note that a well-prepared and successful review will significantly bolster Sierra Leone's international standing as a nation committed to democracy, good governance, and the rule of law. We note that demonstrating tangible progress on human rights makes the country more attractive for development assistance as well as foreign direct investment aligned with sustainable development goals. We note that the process of preparing this report will also serve as a valuable national stock-taking exercise that will identify gaps in policy implementation and will foster greater coordination across government. Yes, an inclusive consultative process will promote national dialogue on human rights, will increase government accountability, and build public trust in government as well as the institutions that are meant to serve the people.
We're in the talk as the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Frances Algali, talk about the importance of the partnership between government, civil society and international partners.
This important workshop to validate the National Human Rights Report of Sierra Leone. I want to say the National Human Rights Report for Sierra Leone because this report is being prepared on behalf of all of us. It's not just for the government, it's for the people of Sierra Leone. And the process of preparation of this report is very important because when we are all together, it ensures the validity and reliability of the report that we will present in Geneva. This means that your presence here and the review work you will undertake in this two-day validation workshop is so critical and invaluable to achieving government's commitment to submitting its national human rights report against the deadline. We have a deadline of 26 January, and I'm sure we would meet the deadline if all of us work together.
The two-day national validation workshop continue with technical season and stakeholder engagement as Salon dey ready for getting National Human Rights Report to the United Nations. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Nina Fenella Edith Staunton, the report.
Good morning, Salon dey continue to come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned earlier in Sewampa, we headline stories today. We look at President Bill 7 years in office, some of the things we don't do and how it don't impact the life of people. Inside the program, I want to welcome the Communication Director, Office of the President, Mike Berwa. Good morning, welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Yeah, good morning, Salon. Good morning, 98.1 FM, and it's a happy New Year.
And we expect civil society representative na the program anytime from now. But meanwhile, we continue to look at more issues. We go inside the Chief Executive Officer for We Duty Lapa Movement, Zainab Sherif, say the work away do na slaughterhouse inside Kalaun District, na part of in commitment for observe National Day Remembrance, where government don't declare for member the one them we die inside the 11-year rebel war. He talk this with Radio Democracy, we talk about the importance of the day. Well, for more on this, we join Josephine Freeman.
Inside March 23, 1991, some young soldier man dem wey been form the Revolutionary United Front and the leader Foday Sankoh been fire and start the war na Bomaru Tong inside Kailahun district, where this war later been spread all about the country. And one part the reason wey make them people here been decide for faith na because them think say at that time bad governance, corruption, nepotism been plenty wey make them go na bush for pull the government or President Joseph Saidu Momo na power. Since that time to 2002, where former President Ahmed Tijan Kaba inside January 18 announced say the war done. From that time day to now, na about 11 years the war take. But one concern where people be done they raise, na for see say government put one special day aside where Salone people go remember the one them we been lost their life inside the war. We make inside December 2025, President Julius Maada Bio inside one national broadcast been announced January 18 as National Remembrance Day. Where this na for remember the one them we been fought the war and save the one them we been died during the country in 11 years civil war. For mark this make one organization with duty Lapa movement. We don't they work for CC and promote woman and girl pikin them. Don't go waka na the slaughter house inside Kailahun district where them believe say na this house them be they kill plenty people them during the war.
The rebel they don't take the Kailahun now. They decide say they for take this house as their own place for let leave, and the notorious person way be did na mosquito. I can't manage candy na this house here. Okay, can't take Pamansare Ipikin when him a can't can be in your way. So this place now where they be making slaughterhouse, what they be do? Anybody we see you don't cross that bridge yonder, they don't count here. You are hell, you know diamond. That one they know we can say. Now the other troops there in security and be there is back. The open place where they see we go for enter. Now one of the places in land they where they be killed when they shoot. The other room back na the same place. As we go inside when I go see her. That's thing when I see not to dirty. Now we brother and sister there in the blood.
That's na the voice of Idris Keleti Lamin, a school teacher na the Methodist Secondary School and self a resident na the Kailahun district. But they talk about how this house be turned slaughter house. Usa is say pa all where the war be done. Say now the blood mark of people where them be killed during the war still then at the wall. Where in be the talk, the chief executive officer now with duty Lapa movement Zainab Sherif talk about the reason we make them choose Kailahun district for observe the National Day of Remembrance.
Because Kailahun also the war starts. According to the investigation at Kailahun, Bomaru didn't shoot the first gunshots where they part of Kailahun. So now make we say since today, now the first time ever in the history of Salone, where we they honor them people there nationally, where they do a commemoration service. We say Leukana Kailahun Usa it all started. Remember, say that first gunshot where they shoot now so it later cost with the life of 700,000 Sierra Leoneans. It later make 2.5 million Sierra Leoneans they run away. 257,000 women get sexually abused. So now for let we remember.
And for no how they feel but this day where the president don't announce Zainab Sherif again.
Well, I feel hurt. You know, for the longest time we talk, say we leader them, with government, they're not they listen to it. And it looks like it. You talk, it's like they're not they listen, it's like they're above it. But the fact say we don't they advocate for this for a long time, and finally the president don't come out himself and don't recognize him and don't make him a day where we all can commemorate. I feel like saying they listen to it. I feel hurt and I feel like na so it for be.
During the war, plenty people been fall victim to cut hand and cut foot. But for no waiting the amputee them think but this day and waiting they want make government do make Seliu Jiawa talk this.
We are so happy because if you think about the war inside Kailahun districts as far as persons living with disability is concerned, it is 2,958 women amputated in these districts during this war. So if the help of persons living with disability and the one who will be amputated in these districts, I want to say similar to the the president and the Attorney General Minister of Justice, where they are today, for tell them say we get good to say the people there where they were amputated in these districts, where they are. They're not going to jail. They will suffer. Let God know to them.
We Duty Lapa movement end up call on government for continue for give support to war victims them. Where this now one, we go help for give better life to them and them family them. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Josephine Freeman, they report.
Okay, the program Good Morning Salon they continue, and today as we tell on inside one of the headline them we go look at waiting President Bill in 7 years don't make in terms of impact, especially on promises them and who stage and they now for ensure say most of them promises and they be fulfilled. And for can't talk on this particular issue, we get two gentlemen with we as my co-presenter be already welcome. The first one Mike Berewa, Director of Communication Office of the President, and they also welcome the other studio guest Thomas Pa Ali Babadi, Executive Director for Force. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, so I start with you, Mike. President Bill in second term, a day inside in second year now going down, and inside the second term we see key 5 priority areas we are promised on things that we for do for improve the lives of ordinary Sierra Leone, and within key 5 priority area then didn't call them 5 big game changer of the Sierra Leone People's Party. But generally in terms of assessing the leadership of President Bill 7 years down the line, as a citizen, waiting will be your sincere, comment in line with that.
Well, I would just say something good morning. I would say good morning, Sierra Leone. We're on the right trajectory to economic recovery. We get a social contract with the people of this country. When we came, 2023, we outlined within one the priorities not be education. Everybody sees what we do in education, how enrollment surge, the classrooms are built across this country, the teachers are train across this country, the subsidies they will decide for these schools, the school buses we bought, the teacher salaries will increase over the time. Now, we still need to do more. Have we done yet? No. We still need to do more. Do we have to do more? Absolutely, yes. This 2023, we get a social contract to bring 5 big changes to people. We look at that and we align them with the sustainable development goals in the world, what people need. One, we look at Feed Salon. President Bill believes say, any country we want to go before, first of all, for able to feed yourself. So we make them a flagship program. After that, we'll talk about youth employment, we talk about public service architecture, revamping the public service space, tech and innovation. Then we talk about human capital development. And as you see this up to you, this is the second year in Feed Salon. The records are clear. We don't see how production don't go up by 8%. We don't see how import don't reduce. We don't see how WFP, when a World Food Program, we be the support school feeding programs across 15 districts in this country. Then Twitter, now them outlets them say, they buy 90% of the feed sample they buy for feed picking them across this country, they be important. That don't drop to 60%. That's a whopping 60%. In 1 year, we don't see how the price of rice, parboiled rice, and they can do small. They need for can do more, substitute. Absolutely yes. We don't see how farmers, they would register about 300,000 farmers in the farmers registry. You don't see how many the whooping acres of land we don't cultivate. We don't see how the bridges them on the build across this country for connect markets. We don't see the roads them, the feeder roads them they make. This is just in 1 year. So if I go back to your question where you asked, yes, I'm happy. Challenges are there, of course. Challenges are always there. But the trajectory at which we go, it's the right trajectory.
So in line with you saying at the right direction, when you look at the ordinary citizen and they in majority, and if you look at the economic livelihood, people still get challenge for afford the basic. Why all in here we talk about say una don't do and improve or not actually they reflect back to the ordinary people as it is expected?
Yeah, when you say reflection, that can be vague. It depends.
So why make people still complain about hardship, access to basic food, affordability of things that we for make them consider themselves as citizens where they live a good life?
Yeah, well, substitute for all we look at, there's a lot of variables we attached to that. Poverty, you get to look at the purchasing power, you get to look at the individual himself, right? Even if this country, for instance, You go to countries and way, for instance, you go to countries and developed countries, and you still get people where they suffer. So you get to look at skills, you get to look at what you they do, you yourself and say, who say you don't they, who say you go, what's in you plan. So we know, this is my point, this is my submission. Every time I come on the radio, I tell people, say, we are not where we want to be. Sierra Leone is not heaven. Sierra Leone has not gotten to where we want this country to be. But what we want people understand, say, we're not on the right road. We're not on the right trajectory to economic recovery. The policies the world don't put in place, they are working, they are tangible. Would they see them? Like, you know what argue me say, I call them, rest price, not that they can, Pablo rest price, not the candle. Yeah? Yes, we want them more candle, but how more go candle? Feed salon are just 1 year. Let's see if we go to 2 years, we go to 3 years, we go to 4 years. It will begin for calm down until they come on, man. And with all that we try for match up, recently in 2025, we see how we increase the minimum wage. Even though it's small, Musa, substitute. It's small, it is small. But the thing who want to people understand is the intention.
Okay.
We wish we were able to do more.
So today we ask President Bill 7 years, progress or stagnation?
Progress, of course.
Mike Pereira, Director of Communication, Office of the President, continue for see with me inside the program Good Morning Salon. We come to we other studio guests. We have Thomas Pa Ali Babadi, Executive Director, Fossil. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Yeah, good morning, listeners. Good morning, Nigeria.
My last question to Mike, I go ask you first. President Bill 7 years in office, progress or stagnation?
No progress been made, so you transcend into stagnation. However, I just clarify, it is Fosling Forum of Sierra Leonean Youth Network, please. Fosling, I'm very fussy about that. Fosling, F-O-S-L-Y-N, Fosling. It means Forum of Sierra Leonean Youth Network. However, we've been here for the past 7 years. I don't get no opportunity yet for go out for good study. Like in 2012, I was in China. 2008, I was in The Hague. Witnessing Chancellor came back and then had to go for good study. In 2007, I was in the UK studying at Wilberforce College, Hull City. I'm not going to say for the past 7 years. Not even coming over to Guinea here. So we don't see everything. And me, not development practitioner. And I'm part of the public. I am part of the public. How the public feel, how they feel so. I get to the market and buy food items from a Peking wife. I get to boutique and buy suit or what have you, shoe from a Peking wife. So I am part of the problem that you were talking about. So we have to be very, very open here while speaking. President Bill came in with a huge manifesto called the People's Manifesto 2017, and later the 5 big changes. Look at that manifesto. Me don't get into civil society for almost 18 years now. I don't write past 50 proposals. I don't win past 41, 42. This 41, 42, 70% of her, now me go implement and come back and report across the country. In Kabbalah, now they see Farabade, you get Bonf Island. Fortunately, I don't want to Bonf Island. For past 2 years ago, use the boat and then come back. Working with members of parliament, the SVP, the APC, the PMBC at the time. Coming to do things around your own, because I work with schools. Medication, 18 years, mainstream. And all those who've gone through me in the last 18 years, they do well. They practice law, they practice medicine. They've done so well. AIV, that is unfortunate now. I mean, I'm not getting an 19.1. Media practitioners, anchors. Now, I want to see this very clearly. Let President BU get a team of experts for build the economy, for strengthen the economy, for improve the economy. Without a strong economy, you cannot have energy, you cannot have good goods, you cannot have proper building, infrastructure facilities will not be available. Everything but you, they go down.
Now, Isaac, Thomas Babadi, you say, I ask you, progress or stagnation? You say stagnation. According to Mike, he say progress, and he point out that like feed salon, rest price don't go down, and he points to other things, the economy. If you say stagnation, was not some of these areas we stagnated in the country?
The economy generally stagnated. It's on life support, by the way. That's seen AIV with Mambu. Our economy is on life support, and I have evidence to the effect from IMF and World Bank. Not to me the same. It is the World Bank report and the IMF report that is saying our economy has not been progressively progressed. And I'll give you an example now. President Kuruma, maybe not for talking at all, and not for mention in the discussion.
Why?
Was he a talisman economically? He begat magicians for handling in economy.
Okay.
He come in negative 3.5% from Pakaba. He projects that 3.5% to almost 7% in 2010. And 2011, it don't go up to 9%.
Okay.
IMF approved that, because the mining agreement, the concessions, the royalties paid, etc., etc. So our economy grew from that level. In 2012, going to 2013, I read the budget. I was passing the budget. Yeah, economy was the strongest.
Okay.
But again, look at the economy. The money will be there in supply. If you can go to Nigeria, now one state, it is king. But however, how do they calculate them? Based on the amount of people we get in the country, with the working population, the total product of people where they pay or working population. Now that thing they use for measure GDP. Look at our GDP in the last 7 years. It never go 6%.
Okay, Thomas Ali Babadi, we need to take a break. We'll come back, please. We'll continue with you.
Okay.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give recosment then loan we no go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Now UTB, all we cosments them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all we cosments them banking service. We then have plenty sign of the country. We then have Kabbalah, Cambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono and Mile 91. You can get more information but we at www.utb.sl or come now we head office now number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank, now the true bank for you.
My sister, better don't come for we country.
Let how?
Well, we don't get the opportunity for get back money and property them where government workman and other people can get back corruption, money laundering, and plenty other yuki business. Then call this asset recovery. International law like the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, we own anti-corruption law, and the anti-money laundering law self-support them.
Who that stand there before for make this happen?
Now the Anti-Corruption Commission and the Financial Intelligence Agency, but in not tap they can work with other agencies there like the banks, the police, the judiciary, and the international partners them.
Baba, this not good but how this go benefit we country?
Them money and assets where they take back from corrupt people them, government can use them for bring more development, we go better the life of Salon people them. But if this for happen, therefore make sure say them fend with them for work together one with partners them na Salon and other countries them, so that we go able to recover more assets. Same way so, therefore make sure say they investigate and take stronger action against anybody where they cannot say make investment overseas with money where the person gets from corruption, no matter who that the person be. Again, therefore get proper policy we go guide them how for use their assets when they get back, so that yuki no go dey at all. This message come out from Transparency International and Salon with support from the European Union Rapid Grant through Transparency
Transparency International Secretariat na Berlin, Germany.
See our last camp and this farming business. Now in no more they make profits. It's like na debully gets where they work for.
But blopa you comping. And that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't tape and this business no they gets better. In we just come they shine like a only.
That's go. If they do well thing, but you no feel say.
Me sister them. Not so debully I get so that the way I dey manage me profit after I don't sell me farm market. Now make una they see me at the shine by this farm business so.
Boss here, you get this fine secret you not tell we you sister them.
Now I dey try for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out buy so. You dey trust for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now I dey save. I dey cut me cut according to me size. For LP Pandis, now make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them, where they help you for manage your budgets, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there. We go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Local Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
Good morning, Salon. They continue from the break. Then we come over to our studio guest. Here we'll continue with Thomas Pa Ali Babadi, Executive Director of Force Lane. If they set you points why you think, say, President Bio 7 years down the line is still on stagnation, nothing is happening. Go ahead.
Yes, you see the real GDP growth rates. These are from the IMF and the World Bank. The projections, some projections, some actual. Yeah, 2023 actual approximately 3.4% growth in real GDP. 2024 estimated around 4.0% growth according to the IMF and the World Bank. 2025 projection expected to pick up further to about 4.5%.
Is that progress?
Now,
breakdown
and context. The IMF notes growth of 5.7% in 2023, allowing to about 4.0% in 2024, and then rebounding to 4.5% in 2025. The World Bank reports similar figures. Growth eased from 5.7% in 2023 to an estimated 4.3 to 4.0% in 2024, with the World Bank reports similar figures growth, especially 5.7% in 2023 to, so you see the fluctuation. No ceteris paribus. You look at the economy. Now the economy they give you support. Now the economy they help we. Now the economy they aid we. China, America, the best economies in the world. When they want for peer review with the IMF, and you know give a go ahead. What happened when you say the best economy now the world is America? The second, not China. Why all the time China, America, not Russia, not England, not Germany? Germany is the best economy in Europe, the strongest, because of the GDP growth. But look at we here. What we ask sometimes, why is it that Sierra Leone, the SWP government, since they came in, the GDP not moved to 6% or even 7%? And next came in 2007 or 2007, but took the GDP from 3.5% where Pakaba left it, or where Anes himself left. Okay. So 9-10%. We also have 2-digit economy. In 2012, we were in China studying. You get different nationals, Tanzanians, Mozambicans. So the thing came up. Ghanaians were opposing Sierra Leone. I don't say the Anglophones. We say we here in Nigeria, we get some kind of thing in call. But the Ghanaians were opposing. So we had to go into argument. I won 100 Chinese BRN because I say we country economy they grow at a rate way unexpected. It don't move. So. Now the Ghanaians say no. The Liberian they support me. Yeah? The Gambian they support me. But that Sicilian, that Zimbabwean, no, they were not. So we say, let's go online. What's happened? When we go online, you look, the just puts an exclamation picture there, small. You see the real GDP growth of Sierra Leone, we don't go from 3.5% to 12%. But it was said it is one of the strongest economy in the world, based on the amount of people living in the country. So what we therefore say is this: 7 years, we've had no war. Yes, Ebola. You can have excuse for that. No war. No, nothing really stand now we. The economy need to grow. It's stagnant. It's stagnated. But to a point, so we don't know if now the team no day.
The team like waiting exactly.
The team.
Okay.
But the minister of the project, I mean the Minister of Finance, Sheku Fantamadi, the economy projected for grow about 8 billion in 2026. $8 billion.
How much percent? How much percent? Let us stop for giving some kind of numbers. We, 8 billion. We have to get this money. Now, they've signed mining agreement. How much tax is being sent into the CRF? One. Without UNDP, IMF, World Bank, or whatever you, we had NRA. Now NRA complained to we. Also, you complain to we. Now NRA complain say they don't get no money, no single money, not get from don't know. So the economy now for pay salaries of that. I had Tawa and them Ablukago here when they are first timers. You had them. Tawa was causing noise.
So for you, President Bio, in 7 years, you only get issue with the economy.
The economy is the let me tell you now. The economy is what you use to power into energy. It's what you use to power for roots. What's I go pull money? Now the economy.
Okay.
You picking now the same community. You get 3 picking or 2 picking. 2 they go Limange. 1 they go one other school. That neighbor in picking they go na Fatraban. That means your economy is stronger than that person there. That is the meaning.
So Thomas Palibabadi, Executive Director of Foslink, continue for day with we as you don't make your own point. So they come over to the Director of Communication Office of the President. Mike Bewa, you listen from your other studio guests. According to him, nothing is happening. The economy is stagnant. Do you don't name things away or be in a progress, but he gets a total view for which he points out.
I like to speak with data. I like to speak with facts. That's what matters. Yeah, it's just disheartening that. This country, I will not take sides. I think one of my shared points in what I talk said we've been politicized in this country.
We make some
so
analysis from data from World Bank.
Yeah, but the data itself is contradicting itself because they say when you talk about stagnation, that means no growth, no day. Like what you talk about GDP, I think somebody asked 2017, my brother, do a research before coming here. If you don't know that, the GDP was around 5.8 billion. Today our GDP stands like 8.6 billion. Not so we say. Look up the Trading Economics report. So listen, when we sit here, let we give people them in a civil society where you see Domnaya, you don't call an microman 7 times. I'm not here to compare governments past and now. I'm here to tell people that we have challenges. This is 2026. President Bio says it's a year of action. We're moving towards that. But amidst with challenges, we've made gains. We've made gains. We don't touch people in life. Let's talk about the economy a bit. We talk about my brother. You don't argue, say, inflation not come down. You can't argue that. 2023, 2024. Now, when the same one be the passing inflation in 50%, 43%. So they would talk about 4.8%. These are not my words. These are authoritative institutions. The way I outline them, the same thing the way they quote. You don't call that progress. You don't call, say, where less prices don't come down a little bit, that's progress. You don't call that progress. You don't also call, say, when foreign exchange try to fluctuate. Now it's stable. Even when you look at the treasury bills, bro, it's down. That tells you, say, government borrowing don't reduce. You don't call that progress. You say the economy is stagnated. It's not. It's not. Yes, it would take time for them to meet the common people, them for let them feel up. But the same economy way they talk about, we pay salaries on time. We even don't add more people them on the wage bill. 14,000 More healthcare workers have been added on the wage bill.
But my quick interjection. You say the economy they grow, but it go hard for make it reach the ordinary people.
It will take time. I don't say go hard.
It go take time.
Yes.
So if it take time for reach the ordinary people, what is the essence of the growth of the economy? Where you know the impact on the lives of the ordinary people?
Because you get a lot of microeconomics and macroeconomics indicators. And when you get for take time, you look at the purchasing power of everybody. That's why when you look at a small, with an increased salary, Musa. Yeah, even if you bring us back, don't take to 200,000. Musa, there are people who will tell you say it's still difficult for them for that 200,000 loans back. Even when you do a comparative analysis of Resbag within the sub-region, you look at it and say, well, less cheap now past Guinea, but still people go grumble because the purchasing power for let people them bam in all day. And these are all the micros and macros them all they look at for make sure say people begin and more. And that is why we increase in teacher salary. That is why we've increased the minimum wage. It's still small, up to you.
So in other words, no matter how development they, you must get people not going to afford certain things.
Of course, you get people that are overseas.
Why not going to be a complete? Let's stick to Salone context or situation.
Yeah, well, you get to do comparative analysis. You see, he was talking about economies that mentioned Germany, mentioned China. You go to Germany, you go to China, you still have people who are sleeping under the bridges. You still have people who are extremely poor when not able to afford food for the day. My point here is this. It's up to you. This is my argument. This is what I want Sierra Leoneans to know. And this is what I want my brother Babadi to know. Rome is not built in a day.
But how long people go to hear this for?
Because you know why?
For over 7 years
Because
now.
you know why? Because you know why? It's up to you. Most of the things they will inherit, it's the templates from the APC. We're probably not the end they talk for. They left this economy shattered. Sapti, let me tell you.
But this is 7 years now.
7
you should
years,
have been able to
that is
deal
why
with.
I've outlined our gains. That's why I don't tell you, say the gains them would outline. The schools we've built, the hospitals we're building across this country, the bridges we're constructing across this country, the villages we've taken power, electricity to, for change the basic people their lives. These are fundamentals where they change people their lives.
Okay.
So I want let me brother understand one thing, say, if we be meet APC don't care about lights now, all the areas and they will not they talk about lights. The APC way they talk for, if we be meet the economy
Mike, okay, now good, Mike.
Bring out the facts.
Mike,
shut up and say,
Mike, please. Baba, we call him Thomas Pa Ali Babadi Dea as Executive Director, Forum of Sierra Leonean Youth Network, not as a APC representative.
Well, he's not here as an APC.
No.
He's like maybe not a representative, but an advocate. Probably.
But it's not. But he come now as civil society, not as an APC. So please respect the right of we guests.
Okay,
and
continue for day with us. We need to go for a break according to we producer them.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA.
Lucky I small. Now imagine say the day where you born your pikin, you open UBA Kiddies bank account for him, and you begin save just 1,000 millions, no more, or any amount every month done with no pressure, no wahala, just 1,000 no more. Now let me fast forward and say you pikin don reach 13 years and you don ready for take NPSA exam. Don't you remember say you be done the save na UBA for you pikin in future one bye. Then you go check in UBA Kiddies account. Then boom, over 120,000 millions done the day with no big, no stress, just peace of mind. You don't empower your pikin, you don't secure in future, and you don't also make a dream come true. All this go happen when you choose UBA for open account for your pikin. With just 250 millions, you go able open UBA Kiddies account today. All what you need for open the Kiddies account na just the pikin in birth certificate, one passport picture, valid ID card, and you, the mama or papa in passport picture or driver's license, and back utility bill from the last 3 months. Maintain minimum balance of 250 millions and enjoy free withdrawal, monthly interest, mobile and online banking with no deposit limit, plus free SMS alert. So what do you wait for? Hurry now and run come open UBA Kiddies account for you pikin and make yourself use them for the save small one. Now UBA Kiddies account gets. Because small gather today mean bebe gladness tomorrow. UBA, Africa's global bank, One brand partnering for progress.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalite. Pay other bill them and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering God.
The program Good Morning Salonde continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We continue to look at more issues. We go say the Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Dembi, say the National Health Information Hub will end up open go help Ministry for able respond to health emergency and help reduce maternal and child mortality in the country. Dr. Austin Dembi make talk this way governments through the Ministry of Health go launch the first National Health Hub na Salone. Well, for more on this we join Carifa to contact.
Inside the past year them, governments through the Ministry of Health don't they get challenge for maintain quality real-time data we go make policy maker and the ministry able for know the number of belle woman and picking them where they die in the country, waiting kill them, able know the kind sick they way they and the one they waking come na the country. Now for sake of this make governments through the Ministry of Health don't launch the first National Health Information Hub na Salone.
The new approach will take now. We want for know waiting to happen now every part of this country. We want for know how much belle woman they will get. We want for know how much belle woman they Tonkolili today. How much belle woman they Kenema. How much belle woman they born. Who that born today? Who that get market today? Who that die today? You know what make that important? Because when we know what's happening today, we go move ahead and plan tomorrow so that that not happen again. Every day, we collect all of the information. Every week, we collect all of the information. So the way for capture all that information there in real time, now we don't begin to do so now.
You will listen to the Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Dembi, they talk about the National Health Information Hub, where will improve quality health service delivery in the country. Dr. Austin Dembi continues say this hub will help the ministry for able respond to health emergency and help reduce maternal and child mortality in the country.
The National Health Information Hub, they affect how quickly we respond to health emergencies. They influence our progress in reducing maternal and child mortality. They limit our efficiency in managing health services and allocating scarce resources. It is designed to transform health data into timely, reliable, and actionable information that directly supports decision-making at every level in the health system.
Where in the talk on behalf of the UN family in a Salone, the United Nations Resident Coordinator in a Salone, Seraphine Wakana, say this National Health Information Hub they help improve the well-body sector in the country.
For us, we look at it as a landmark achievement that reflects national leadership, as already mentioned, the strategic vision, and the firm commitment to evidence-driven governance and improved health outcomes for all. A timely, high-quality, and accessible data is essential for effective action. And when health information is fragmented or delayed, it limits our ability to respond to the population needs across the life course. And the National Health Information Hub addresses this challenge by creating a centralized platform that integrates routine health data and enabling decision makers to understand who is being reached, who is being left behind, and where corrective action is needed.
Seraphine Wakana end up assure say the United Nations go continue for support government through the Ministry of Health For CISE, this National Health Information Hub be sustainable na salon. For Radio Democracy, Mina Karifa to counter the report.
From now reported the program, Good Morning Salon, they continue. Inside this edition today, Radio Democracy look at President Bio in 7 years in governance, stagnation or progress. And with 2 studio guests them, don't they get a point. Will they continue with you, Mike Berry, for let you conclude on responding to the question we asked you before go for the break?
So yes, okay, but they say, so my brother, where the talk says stagnation, I don't think so that's fair. That's not the right word. We're making progress. I will agree with you if you say maybe our progress it's not. It's a baby step or progress not fast enough to the expectation of the Sierra Leoneans. I will agree with you on that partly. But for say it's been stagnated, that's not true. You know, tell me say the enrollment of school children, over 2 million, where they go school now, where they access, all they pay school fees for, all they pay examination fees for, all they pay subsidies for their schools. The teachers, them all don't increase their salaries to over 45%. The nurses, them all don't add to the wage bill. The healthcare workers, them all they train and recruit. You could tell me saying a stagnation that. No, that's not stagnation. Right? That's progress. You're not going to tell me, say, the hospitals we're building across this country, that's stagnation. You're not going to tell me, say, picking them, Bella woman, the way they die today. Now, 70% reduction of maternal mortality. The way Bella woman, they die, not to sudden they die again. The way picking them, they die, not to sudden they die again. My brother not go sit down and talk in a stagnation. We're making progress. But there are challenges that we are aware of, when precedents is aware of. And then challenges, and that's why we keep changing our trajectory. That's why we keep changing our...
So, in terms of making progress and challenges, waiting exactly, making progress to which length? Because the challenges don't be the often excuse or they get from people in governance or in different position of the SLP.
So I just gave you clear indicators here. I make some talking notes. If I can get back to them in talking notes, then I can tell you now. I say, if we take a look at 5 big changes, one of the social contracts will get to people them. We take feed Salona number 1. I will tell you, say, rice production don't grow by 8%. That is progress. That's not a stagnation. Rice imports don't reduce. That is progress. That's not a stagnation. I just want to take them one by one.
So, Mike, the other important thing for state them progress here and for let it relay to the ordinary citizen. Now, one important thing for let it be progress in black and white. The way you go to the ordinary man, it's a different thing.
You're a woman. You're gonna make it. It's up to you now, woman. You know the rise of Pabora is not come. That's not that a common man.
Well, affordability of I'm not concerned still to the ordinary citizen. But say they can't afford it as on a kid.
Yeah, well, so we start from here. We move there. Now, make I just explain to you about the purchasing power. That is why with the increase, they will come. I must meet how you call them minimum wage in this country. That be 400,000. We can SM up to 800,000. We double them. We can don't SM up to 1-2. We wish government could get them money then they for do all them things that will make minimum wage even like 3 million. Yeah, so the purchasing power is also a problem. It's huge problem for people. You have to also look at people and skill set. You have to look at that. Is why when we came to this country, it's up to you. One of the things that we're going back on, where President Bio look, first time we come, we say education. Education was not just about instructional learning. It was not just about degree. Education for let people that are able to get skills when they were able enhance themselves and feed themselves. Because with all this what they talk to, it's up to you. Even if we bring rice prices and the production increase, we're not the import rice again at this country. You will still have people in this country who find it difficult to buy a bag of rice.
When President Bio in the campaign, especially in the presidential debates, they ask people that who's can change when I want, and him promise that change. One key factor indicator now the human capital development, and this na how we government don't invest a lot. But if you look at global reports or you look at reports there about human capital development, Salon still the another bottom.
Like which report so?
Now we look at the 2025 Global Human Index report. Salon rank 108 out of 123 countries with scores of 28.5.
So comparatively,
indicating a serious level of hunger and others.
Okay, so comparatively, let me just put it this way. You look, can you read again Musa will be there like a year back? So listen, Musa.
Mike, Salon still the bottom 10.
Yes, progress let's analyze what is progress. Progress not mean say progress totally not mean say you have to have progress is simply steps you take from one place to another. If you take a look at USA Obide 2017 or you take a look at USA Obide 2023, that is not with all what you mentioned in human capital development. Musa, you know go still argue say school intention and completion rates not go up in human capital development. You know go argue say we have not built more than 1,000 classrooms across this country. I'm coming.
So
Musa,
why are we still rated below?
We are. It takes time. Everything takes time. Not also be there. Even if we take 2 steps forward, that is progress. This is what I want you to know. You not go tell me say the way Bella woman they die now, so then they die again. You not go tell me say lights not in hospitals, standalone power not in hospitals. 12 hospitals across this country and district hospitals who've put standalone powers there.
Okay.
With solar systems where they help women. And so we developments in this country, our own development in this country, focus on the human capital. So if you look at hunger, me go bring out to you, I tell you say nah, but a woman when they die like them they die. Picking and they die like them they die. We get more picking and now where they go school where they get degree.
So that change where President Bio been promised the people of Salone, you don't achieve them.
You don't achieve them yet. That's why this progress. It takes time.
On the scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I will tell you say with a 6. Yes.
In 7 years.
In 7 years. With
Mike,
6.
continue for stay with you inside the program. We'll cancel with other studio guests, but we'll go for a quick music break.
Sierra Leoneans, what do we do for push this country go before? Wake up your body and do something.
The same old system and the same problem.
So what do we for do? Oh, we never did.
Wait for make this problem yeah so in.
Don't clean back home, me family them.
The same old system and the same problem.
So what do we for do? Oh, we never did.
Wait for make this problem yeah so in. Tell me mama and the papa them don't clean. Sister and me brother them don't clean. We auntie see don't put that they want to just a thing. When they ask me uncle they say them belly empty. No see the moon they shine you feel say don't clean. Nothing brother no they go for nothing. For walk up for nothing make them sit down for nothing. So wake up your body and do something. We no come for tan, we no come for full slangs. All we come on now for 6 flank to flank. With horsepower and sound now we 6 flank to flank. That's why people take we forbid the higher rank. It's a brand new day. People say darkness is far behind us. A brand new day. People say blessing must surely find us. So don't worry, no way. Just keep the faith, it'll be okay. There's a better way. With love, there's a brighter day.
God don't clean back home, me family them.
The same old system and the same problem.
So what do we for do? Oh, we never did.
Well, hope so you don't enjoy that music there from Jungle Leaders don't clean back the program. Good morning, Salone. They continue, and inside the program they continue with studio guests, and this time around we bring in Thomas Pa Ali Babadi, Executive Director First Lane. You don't listen to the spokesperson from the Director of Communication from the Office of the President as state host, and you don't state outside them where progress don't take place. You talk about maternal mortality, the education sector, human capital. What are you view in line with waiting Mike Bewa they see you know they see or experience I'm not Salone in terms of the progress and way instead of happen?
Yeah, I mean they have certain things that they've done. There is nobody that will sit in an office without making progress. Okay. But how progressive is that progress? That's the question. In economics, basic economics, it's not rocket science, by the way. Very difficult for us, or medical science. We may admire one of Sabi. But it's simple economics, basic O-level economics, to A-level economics. Now the cost curves that you watch. 1, 2, look at how the costs are going. Then you know if this economy, the GDP growth is growing, 1. Number 2, that is effective of the per capita income, PCY, and the GNP, the gross national product, in every economy, there is basic macroeconomic fundamentals you have to look into. Now, those variables, you have variables. Under those variables, you have sub-variables. And those sub-variables, they have what is called limiting parameters. They're limited. So how do you improve on them? China also got limitations in the economy. But look at now. The economy, they go before, they can be in. You say even day, and they still day. Secondly, they reflect so we as citizens, where they're going to market for goodbye. I mean, the informal sector, where they serve the contribute to the
But according
economy.
to most of the things are now affordable. We don't talk about bags of rice where price or reduce and other basic necessities.
How much for one plate cookery? They united it at 7 million, 8 million. Now, one plate cookery, when they touch you, let's say now 15 euros. Go anywhere. And, excuse me, sir. Then you go further. For like you eat good cookery at 25 euros. Look, go down now. Pepper, salt, Maggi. Let's go into that. I'll get me maybe research now. So, would I administer question as so many several times? They help people on consulting from the University of Sierra Leone. Now, me teachers will lecture me. Now, you look at the real thing where they affect the people. And I want to say this again. Any government will joke with energy, you're in trouble. If you joke and play with energy, medulla around them, you're in trouble. AI day now, technology. We have peoples, it will be surprising to you, where they learn book now. Okay. Look at the energy sector. How much megawatt do we have? Let me inform you now. If they go on the air and they say, we don't get 1,500 megawatts in the national grid, no investor, credible investor in Germany, in Europe, and the West, no they make comments. Then they rush for come with speed because you don't reduce capital expenditure first. Secondly, you don't increase the earnings. Now, per capita share. Look at the stock market. Now go into economics now. Look at the stock market. Compare out Ivory Coast. Compare out Ghana. Compare out Nigeria. Coming to even the Gambia here. I work with those at the London School of Economics online. Now, you see how the economy they move. The trajectory of the growth trajectory. It's very slow, it's snaily. So what do you ask now? Don't we have the machine in place or the team of experts in economics for handling it in a day? That's the question. What look at the cash policy, okay, fiscal policy, monetary policy, in order to sync.
Okay.
Now, let me just.
Okay. You make mention about the economy earlier. In this your statement, say the economy they grew, but according to the World Bank, the economy they grew by 4.5%.
Growth. How long will it 4.5%? Go back to 2007 to 2018, then come further now. What has been the growth rate? For we have, they will say, me talk for a business. No, I do not mind.
So for you, that is not growth in any way?
It is not growth. When you talk about per capita for Sierra Leone context, go 9%, 8%. Yes, the GDP, don't be, you transfer that GDP into the per capita. That means say each one person within civil service, like in salary they increase. Look at how people left public sector, civil service, Lunga Airport for Ghana, African Mineral. You are paying $1,200 at Lunga Airport. African Mineral is paying you $3,000. You say it's dumb. You begin in day.
Okay.
You go there because the private sector growth there.
But according to
great governance, now you will lack.
Okay, according to Mike, the government's not only limited in the issue of managing the finance, but other things and the way in belief say President Bio in governments don't do in the last 7 years. You agree to that? In infrastructure, in other things.
Infrastructure. The word infrastructure is the biggest broad term. You talk to Samiji, the economist at Toby College. Now, big term that one day. It can be paper. Ordinary people and infrastructure. Okay. It can be road, it can be light, everything.
So in terms of you
now coming to the word, is it infrastructure development? Where the generic word is building roads, building bridges, or what have you. How much roads? How much bridges? How much schools being constructed in the last 7 years of President Bio?
You know, BOE, when Mike they give the statistics. You know, BOE.
the roads.
17 bridges.
See which roads in Freetown being constructed. How many roads being paved in Freetown?
So you're not aware of none?
How many roads being paved in Freetown? One. Now I'm coming to, when we go to Accra directly,
so
we go to Dakar, we go to Banjul. Now, see Banjul in the last 10 years. See Dakar in the last 5 years. See Abuja or Lagos in the last 7 years. Go to Accra, you'll be afraid.
So
when you come watch Sierra Leone, you'll cough.
Thomas.
Go to this place now. Me now for make reference to her. Burkina Faso.
Thomas.
You see infrastructural development.
Thomas, as a citizen, you know, are we of any road project will then start and complete under this governance of the...
Where?
You know, are we of none as a citizen? Because Mike, we don't state some.
It states some. Where are they? Started and completed. Where? We see this is a bypass road. After 90 years, we did interview me. You see, yes, in Grandma Bitelam. Secondly, coming to this Hillcourt Road, going to Regent, going to Jue, going downwards. We saw those roads. Come now, look at Bobo. Pakaba Bobo Road. The Lomley Bobo Road. Pakaba. But it was one way up, one way down. And Escuma came and said, no, let's reverse this contract and make it 2 way up, 2 way down.
Okay.
There is provision for 3 way. They've not. The reason why I'll tell you this, Mr. Berewa, your government has exploded, expanded the cabinet. You have to pay all of them. Now you have Minister of Freetown and Waterloo doing what? You have split social welfare, gender and children's affairs. For what? The governor de-zero our loans. Fine. That's good. It's a very good tender. It's a legal tender. They de-zero the loans at $67 million. What have we achieved? Perception only, not growth.
Okay.
The expansion of cabinet. What is the cabinet doing to improve on the economy? I'm talking about the economy. I'm passionate about the economy. We don't care who are in our sit-ups. We don't care if it's better as there. We're excited because we surround border. Go to Ghana, to Nigeria. We're excited. They're paying him very well. What go allowance or what have you? What with business? With business is how you affect basic services. Water.
Thomas.
Water. Now I am constrained in my community for water.
Whose community are they?
Smaller town. Lights. You see my phone. I take my time. So I have to get a power bank.
So you
all these basic things. So 30 days. So they say you're making progress. Please let them go and sit down and build on their nothing else.
So Mike don't put some points them. You don't put some argument them out. You don't mention some of the things the way they say they don't do. In earlier submission, you say President Bio in 7 years is stagnated. Listening to Mike Berewa, you change that perception or you still maintain say President Bio in 7 years is stagnation?
I do not want to change. I'm not change the perception also. I am saying that what I see tangibly on the ground, what I see on paper,
and you still maintain that is stagnation.
This is an expert, mind you. And I'm a dream institution, and like I say this again, IMF, former good school. I did from 1, I go from 5, lower 6 over 6. That's my dream institution. Okay. Now you see what thing they come up with. These are experts. Okay. They have good money. Also money they for give you. By the way, they for give you technical advice. We go like Nigeria. Nigeria don't allow. You see Ghana has moved.
Okay, we need for
IMF.
We need for go for a break. Continue for the with Dana Thomas Pa Ali Baba, the Executive Director, First Lane. Inside the program, quickly they look at another issue. Also, the Director General for National Civil Registration Authority, Muhammad Masakwa, say the National Identity Card and Birth Certificate, where NCRA they give to over 200 returning migrants them. Will make them benefit from development program the way government implement. It took this into one ceremony where NCRA all for the national identity card and other document them to people we travel go to other Africa country. For more on this issue, let me listen to Adeyemi Jackson.
Sometime back inside September 2025, the International Organization for Migration been signed agreement with the National Civil Registration Authority for giving national identification card and other civil registration document them like birth certificate to Sierra Leone and them when we don't travel go na other African country illegal one but don't decide for come back because of the challenge where they don't go through. As way for fulfill this agreement, make the National Civil Registration Authority don't go get ID card and other documents them to over 200 Sierra Leonean dem wey don decide for return back na Salone, where dey talk inside one engagement wey NCRA hold for give the ID card dem here. The Deputy Commissioner and the National Youth Commission, Emerson Kamara, say the ID card and other document dem wey the National Civil Registration Authority dey give to Sierra Leonean dem wey don decide for come back na Salone na for restore hope and dignity.
So today, what we can do here now is the step for restore dignity, hope as nationals. Even as Sierra Leonean, I will be Sierra Leonean. If you start them about you don't get what you call birth certificate. If you go in at the salon, you don't get that ID card we should say in Sierra Leonean. So we say whatever we don't pass through, we don't want to talk, but let that thing be serve as engine and strength for saying no team. That one day, I learn curve. So what you gonna see here, we always stay ready for what we receive and bring and government will we your responsibility now for cater for we citizens.
The International Organization for Migration, na the United Nations body, where they in charge for migration issue them na the world. We make the officer in charge of IOM office na Salone, Pauline Macharia, say the ID card and other document them are part of the agreement where they be signed with NCRA sometime back inside September 2025.
So today is really to reiterate what we did on the 25th of September. This is like 3 months ago. We made a commitment together with the National Civil Registration Authority that we were going to support the registration and issuance of birth certificates as well as IDs to returning migrants, all returning migrants, irrespective of where you return and where you return from. And today, a testament of that commitment, we are going to do it today by handing over some of the IDs that have already been processed, some of the birth certificates that have been processed, to make sure that you can access the services that you need as you try to reintegrate back into the country. That does not end there. We have NECOM, which we are partnering with to make sure that you receive your technical and vocational training. This is all part of making sure that once you return, that story that you have, that story of hope that you carry, that migration journey that you made to return, the decision that you made to return to Sierra Leone is one that you can contribute better to making yourself better.
Pauline Macharia also talked about the importance of the document then, like the ID card and birth certificate, and how them document them here, go help them get work and do other things them, will go improve their life.
On the issue of legal documentation, some of us have experienced the pain of not having a legal documentation. They not have access to basic services, like enrolling into a school, like enrolling to do a course, like going to a government office and getting the service, like your child not going to school because they do not have a birth certificate. So I want to really thank the National Civil Registration Authority for partnering with us, for us supporting each other to make sure that we make your return and your integration back in the country more sustainable. And how are we doing that? By ensuring that as soon as you return, you have your ID, you have your birth certificate, and that opens already doors for you to either start a business, to enroll into a course, to take your children back to school, and to tell that story of hope as someone who has their legal identification, and even when you go back to your communities.
Inside in own talk, the Director General for the National Civil Registration Authority, Mohamed Masakoy, talked about the total number of people who get to benefit from the free ID card them.
We know say many people will never come from this, but for this we say we will start first by the regular and get 700 of una come with the ID cards. So as and when people that they come, we will register them free, we give the ID card free, IDM support order. So what I officers and for make sure that we are there, we register on our take on ID card. Everything IOM, we don't take care of the youth committee. So you are not paid for anything. It is free for you. So today, out of that 700, the one that will not come for, so they don't charge a license for Bimuna, the one that will not do the ID is 290, the ID card. So the group affiliated ID card, 292 ID cards, free. Nobody will pay for that. So the remaining way for come because either on weekly or every 2 weeks, weeks, when they get then another continent, the ID card play the premium card.
Mohamed Masako also say the ID card them where they give to Sierra Leone and them where they return back to the country. They should say they're a citizen of Salone and get right for benefits from the development program them where government they implement.
Then what they also way we see say they don't get a birth certificate where they in the key thing and the foundation for any identity we forget and die. Where they show citizen, born, outside is born, we get right like any one of us on this item as a swearing. So why should the target say maybe about 300 of in a day? Who know day and one the work for camp, say who the new one not get birth certificate. I went don't train together to provide free birth certificate. Today, the one that we don't see they don't get birth certificates among Muna na 85. The birth certificate they are all there now the time. So really tell me how much good now IOM and government for people.
The Director General for the National Civil Registration Authority, Mohamed Masako, say NCRA will continue for work with the International Organization for Migration Office and Salone. For CC, they continue for give free national identification card and other civil registration document them to Sierra Leone and migrant them who don't decide for return back na Salone. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
The program Good Morning Salone they continue as this edition to the Radio Democracy look at Presembio in governance 7 years down the line, progress or stagnation, and with two gentlemen which we still in at the studio. Mike, very well, you don't listen to Thomas Tadi Brema. According to her, you know the feeling. Sorry, Thomas Pa Ali Babadi. You don't listen to her, according to her, you know they feel the pinch of the ordinary citizen because you, as one of the staff in the State House, they receive all of what make you know fulfill the hardship. According to her, they receive wardrobe, fuel, top up, and other things.
That's not the point. First of all, I don't receive wardrobe allowance.
Okay.
I don't receive top up allowance. Always they talk, so that's okay they talk. Not to. I can understand. He's not aware. He's ignorant about it.
No, I'm aware, and I'm not ignorant about it.
Ignorant, not a bad word. You know, you're ignorant. I'm ignorant, and the other
one. I'm aware
that
people at State House are accorded the facilities.
That is not true. That is
State House.
That is.
Mike is one of them.
Well, yes.
And they receive wardrobe allowance.
Of course, whatever allowance is ready, then I call to State House staff. It's given to him. Now, the big office don't buy.
Babadi,
we have to be careful.
Babadi,
people know.
Babadi,
more than some of us.
Babadi, we are not here to argue.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm on here. I am telling you this as a fact. Researcher many say if you able to pull a document where you go there, anything when they give me, they na public fora. Pull them inside and show say they get
so allowance. So now just your salary they receive?
Just my salary and my
nothing else.
Allowance. Nothing else. I don't even sign a check. I don't even have a budget as communications director.
Of course, that's clear.
Yeah. So anyway, that's not why we are here. It's not about me. Let's go to the issues.
Okay, now continue to us. Now we will take some message.
No, what's happening?
You just don't respond to
the
question.
That was off track. It's like I wanted to respond to what he said. He said two things that I really want the people to know about.
Okay, be quick about
that. One,
subtle.
He spoke about energy here. I wanted this man to make us say, "Oh, brother, they do research and they come." Yeah. We meet energy here. The energy access to this country was 16%. We don't double that to 36%. That is not stagnation. That is progress. 2017, EDSA customers, there was around 185,000. Today, EDSA customers, it's over 300,000. New EDSA customers that we don't join the grid. That tells you it's not stagnation. That is progress. I want you also understand, say, today, lights, they take 1 week, 2 week lights on the car. Now all lights can people at the top of the voltage. If light comes if you go 1 hour, 2 hours, people they grumble. That is also progress. Are we happy about that? No. Do we want to do more? Yes. If you take a look at the Nance Energy what they bill, 108 megawatt what they bill, Nakisi, that is progress. Okay. Yeah. So I also want let me brother also make understand. Go at the camp, my brother. I want you also make mention. You talk about roads. They'll ask a question, a bold question. Say which roads them don't do. And they tell you say now I get records to that. We completely. The I column, the highway between Bo and Banajuma, 46 kilometers, Banajuma MRE, supported by Mano River Union and the African Development Bank Fund. We complete them. We complete Moyamba Junction, Road to Moyamba, with 4 modern bridges, 136 kilometers. Now, President Biodwan, we complete the Hill Bypass Road, where now Freetown East, Furniture Junction, Grafting, 3.5 kilometers, Freetown West, Babadori, Juba Hill, Mina Drive, and Guma Avenue, 10 kilometers. Now, President Biodun, we complete the dual carriage highway 4 lanes to Maishaka. Now, President Biodun, the Pendable Kailan Road, we complete on 27 kilometers with 250 meters bridge. Now, President Biodun, we complete the Hill Station Road, Regent and support by the People Republic of China. Now, President Biodun, we complete the Sendepia Bridge.
Mike, this now donor funding or salon.
That's why we partner. That is our trajectory. That's why we build relationships. Yeah, the APC points now. Any type of development, what I don't do, when I just APC funded, when not a partnership. Yeah, I don't say not a APC they represent, but I'm just putting it out there. Musa, that is why we young trajectory, we young economic development, we believe in partnerships. That is why President Bio travels a lot. That is why he builds his partnerships overseas. Yeah, at the end of the day, what we want, let the common man feel it. That is what we want. If we build hospitals, then that's why we go into BOT, the build operate transfer models. That is why we bring. Understand this first before I land, Musa. Please.
Make your point quick. One messages.
Government work now for create the space for the private sector thrive. Government now for create the space for partnership. Not a government to do everything.
So in all of this, Mike, you just say on a need for do more. In another words, does that mean on a need more time for do more?
We need for do more. That's why we deserve a second.
So the time we left for enough.
That's why we they win 2028. Because you know why would they win 2028? Then communities them all don't build bridge. They will vote. Then when a woman will not die. They will vote. Then school picking them when a first time voters all they pay over 2 million for them. School fees, subsidies, and teachers them. Their salaries them all don't increase for how you call them teachers them, health workers them. They will vote.
Okay.
That is why the trajectory where this country they go deserve a thought time. We not deserve a detour. We don't want to take a detour. It will take time, but we'll get there.
Now, if take message them inside the program, will they come over to you? Will they come over to you, Mr. Babadi? From my Facebook pages, first one where they read. They say from Amara Farmer, they say, "Good morning, Radio Democracy. President Bio is a man of development. After President Bio, there is going to be another person, but more progress needs to be done."
This one from Usman Samuran on Facebook. Say, "Good morning, Radio Democracy. President Bio needs to do more in terms of opening the country for free market economy to thrive."
This one from Mark 10 and New England Village say President Bio's 7 years in governance have been a mixed bag. On the one hand, his administration has made notable progress in education with initiatives like the free quality school education program, which has increased access to education and improved learning outcomes. The government has also invested in infrastructure development, healthcare, and electricity provision, with some communities getting electricity for the first time in decades. That's from Mark 10 and New Englandville.
We continue to look at more issues, more text messages inside the program. We from Amadou Kagbo says, "So Thomas, even the SLPP has done several roads in Bo and Kenema and other areas with important bridges, hence it hasn't done roads in Freetown, it has not done nothing right."
For Momo Sise now, Facebook page say Babadi has mentioned more of APC than a civil society.
From Ibrahim Sise say, "We accepted the first term with hope despite many promises. Frequent travels were ignored in the belief that things would improve, but instead corruption grew on a large scale. Now in the second and likely final term, the suffering of the state is hard to bear. Though access to education has improved and a non-political peace remains, stagnation is clear in the economy, cost of living, and control of corruption. In short, hope remained, patience endure, but change fell short." Ibrahim Sise on our Facebook page.
This other message inside the program, they say, "Mike Bewa, how do you know SLPP is going to have victory 2028 when the ordinary citizens are in majority and the majority are really facing hardship?"
This one from Mark 10 and New Englandville. My last one for now, he says, to show how serious President Bio takes human capital development and how much he wants to transform the future of this nation. Government spending on the education sector is 22% of the national budget from 8% during the 11 years of the last regime. This is phenomenal.
This one, I will take when the last one for now. They say saying there are challenges and you have to do more has been the order of the day from people in this government. People are yearning and want to see more development and progress.
This one, quick one, Sap to you, is from Tunde Scott. He said, if we are to grade this government over 100, I don't think they will cross 30% because they have failed this nation miserably. The people of Sierra Leone will not tolerate any repeat of the 2023 rigged election. From Tunde Scott now Facebook. We come to Thomas Babadi.
I want to say this again. Any government with joke with energy, you're not a serious government. Go to Mike Brewer's documents in 2017, the People's Manifesto, called I've forgotten the name again. Yeah, go to page 20. He can punch. There's a manifesto. They said they inherited
16%.
They went. Page 29. I'm quoting People's Manifesto, SLPP, and it's the new. Is it New Direction or so? New Direction. That's it.
So they respond to the message then?
Yes, like what is said.
Time.
The messages are there. I'm excited about the messages. The public can get feedback. What's happen? Energy, when they meet, now 100 megawatt they meet, but the APC manifesto in 2012 projected 1,000 megawatt. And said they say in a document that was a fast. What we say about energy? You talk about 60%. What do you like 60%? You're talking about megawatts.
So in conclusion,
now access to
megawatt.
The most important.
Excuse me, sir. Megawatt. 100 megawatt. Now in it. Then we expect 1,000 megawatts. What they see now the APC manifesto of 2012 agenda for prosperity. They don't see them at all. They see only 100 in the young document. What's happening now? How many megawatts we have just in Freetown?
In conclusion,
just in Freetown. That's one. I mean, the energy sector is a mess.
Okay. So in a scale of 1 to 100, what you go say in their 7 years?
In terms of energy,
in terms of
they don't affect me seriously. We do not have access to light in Freetown.
So the people in
Gambia do not have access to light in Freetown, where everything is situated.
So in
universities, hospitals, etc. Look at hospital now. Somebody just got to me. Medical equipment for pass needle, so you waiting and call or what have you. It don't increase astronomically. The economy, I still insist on the economy. They therefore build the economy. They therefore grow the economy. If not, Salon will crash.
So in conclusion,
in conclusion, they are not performing. They should now sit down and start thinking. Let them forget about
put them on a percentage. What you say?
I don't want to give percentage because I'm not getting a exact document now. So forgive the percentage on health, on education, on infrastructure.
Thank you.
Go and ask the principals of junior schools, senior schools, and primary schools.
Thank you very much.
How they are suffering.
Thank you.
We speak with them every day.
Thank you.
Not him. Every day we speak to principals and teachers. How do they suffer?
Thank you very much, Thomas Ali Babadi, Executive Director, Forum of Sierra Leonean Youth Network, for joining this edition of the program. Mike Berewa, I come to you, but with a message from Pa Ali Kamara. I say, please remind Mike that we are in second term of the school year, yet no school subsidy for schools. Yes, you can respond to messages.
Somebody talk about corruption. It's very indicative that since we don't come to power, we don't pass the corruption index 7 consecutive times. Another thing say corruption don't know in this country, but corruption is no more fancy. Everybody is aware about corruption. Everybody talk about that. As they cancel today, NRA then who somebody we don't do NRA for over 7-8 years. We corrupt and bypass systems, thief money. They don't season hosts. The hosts they out for sale now. We all don't see on social media. So we are very intentional about corruption. We don't say corruption they derail the country, derail any country in development. And indicators that improve say we corruption index is moving.
Okay.
We're doing well on that. So that perspective about corruption, we're very intentional. We don't say don't done, but we go alleviate them.
So
in conclusion, I just want to make brother understand one thing. Where they talk about energy, yeah, we meet energy access. We talk about megawatts, we get about 150 megawatts. Are they come? Where be they talk?
We have
no, wait, let me time. This is my time. Let me have my bite.
The program almost come to an end.
Let me have
let me feel the pinch.
Okay, Mike, be in conclusion, please.
So you see. Let me just land. it is very indicative. You can't argue that energy access don't improve to 36%. Yeah, we don't care go energy power. We say villages them, towns them. One day lights no go. Moyamba right now get electricity. Cambia get electricity. We don't transmit 35,000 houses them between Bo and Kenema. This is Sierra Leone. Yeah, today I tell this man say today it take 1 week lights on they come. Now when lights come, people they talk about voltage. Yeah, it will take 1-2 hours to come. So I want me brother understand. Say we'll get there. Okay. We'll get there. But Salon no like I used to be. If APCB left lights, we not can cut all the problem.
So in conclusion, the program they come to an end now, Mike.
In conclusion, well, all I want Sierra Leoneans to understand is that it's tough. Everywhere in the world, it's tough. It's just like where you grab, where you get ambition, say where you grab you the billows for your mama, you they do this one. What's how you go, things they change. But one thing I want to let people understand, government, President Bio cares about the people. President Bio cares about this country. The policies and the development of President Bio they put on paper where they invest in hospitals, bridges, schools, universities, electricity. These are real-time investments where they change the lives of the people in this country.
Plenty thank you to you, Mike Beyewa, Director of Communication Office of the President. Also, Thomas Pa Ali Babadi, Executive Director for First Lane Abbey, with 2 studio guests them for look at the President Bio in governance 7 years down the line, progress or stagnation. Ona thank you, Ona be with guest inside this edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Musa.
When at this edition, the left for today, plenty thank you to Michael Sambola Mangemansari for produce this edition of the program. Good morning, Salon, with support from Adeyemi Jackson. Plenty thank you to DJ Sugarcane for in technical support. Fatimata Samura for Mikuna See Live na Facebook. So today, Musa Kamade say have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
And Sabti Kalonde says stay tuned to this frequency and goodbye.